now and hit it hard. I commend immense efforts of the U.S. diplomacy led by Tony to mobilize the global coalition of allies and partners to stop Russia. The entire world stands today with Ukraine, and rightly so. Putin wants much more than a world peace of Ukrainian land and people on land. What stops him is only our unity and resolve, and we can still stop him. Ukraine continuously used with the United States, EU, NATO, and diplomatic efforts to ease tensions. Yet, we also stand ready for any possible development. We had a focused discussion today with Secretary Blinken on steps to protect Ukraine and our multidimensional resilience. One of the proposals that we put forward today is designing a program similar to the Latvians implemented during the war of II to support the war efforts of the allies in the Eastern East. This program will ensure security and political efficiency in the last point that I would like to make. Today we discussed some very specific ideas and which we appreciate very good steps made by the United States. These days we receive proposals from some countries to condemn Russian behavior action. And I would like to say that condemnations are important, but it's actions that really matter now, these days. And I'm grateful to our strategic partner, the United States, for its ironclad support, including political, economic, and political diplomatic assistance provided to Ukraine. The Ukrainian people will surely remember the United States standing with Ukraine at this decisively important time. Thank you.
We'll now turn to questions related to each division. We'll start with getting some on the Wall Street.
Thank you very much. Mr. Secretary, President Biden said 3 days ago that a Republican debate when proposing war with political parties would be closed. Today, however, it seems to have been left people are hoping for diplomacy despite labeling the pressures canceled your meeting with Mr. Lavrov. Can you say what the circumstances would entail to justify response to physically absence and hold call? Does action or potential negotiations? And on that point, you focus on President Putin also said that the crisis result and promised to abandon future efforts to join NATO. So that's been a non-starter for the West. So what needs to happen then before any of these talks actually begin? Mr. Gleba, good to see you again. Quick questions for you. Does the Ukrainian government have plans to evacuate Mariupol be effective in the coming days, given the events that we've seen in Belfast? And second, the United States is informing the United Nations of a credible resolution showing that Moscow has compelled the list of Ukrainians to be locally sent to camps on the military occupation. Will you confirm this list, the government confirm this list, and have any actions been taken to respond?
First, the further renewal of Russian invasion of Ukraine has now begun. Means clearly that the idea of having a meeting this week with Foreign Minister Lavrov to pursue diplomacy rejected by Russia, does not make sense. But having said that, to the extent there is anything that we can do to avert an even worse case scenario, an all-out assault on all of Ukraine, including its capital, that would inflict horrific costs on the Ukrainian people, we will always pursue that. So we, our partners, NATO and the Open Door, it's very clear what we've seen in the last 24 hours that it does not have an existence or independence, not associated in some fashion with Russia. A proposition that we not only firmly reject, but so does virtually every Ukrainian.
I can only reiterate what the Secretary just said in NATO. NATO is the choice of the people of Ukraine. No one but Ukraine should. And it has never been about NATO for Putin. Putin is just an excuse. Even if we do nothing, President Putin will find a reason to accuse us of doing something. Regarding our plans to evacuate Mariupol or Kharkiv, no, we do not have such plans.
You're alone more than in any previous year. You managed to build support from Ukraine in this hour of need.
To stop. So this is exactly should be the subject of the consultations that Ukraine has initiated recently. Countries who belong to this legal and political field space created by the Budapest Memorandum have to come together and reach an agreement on which specific action can they take to protect Ukraine. We understand that one of the signatories of the Budapest Memorandum is Russia, who, as Secretary Blinken rightly said, violated all possible international documents and agreements. But this does not waive other countries of their responsibilities to do their best in order to help Ukraine. Ukraine is a country that exists in a security vacuum. This is true. Our security guarantees are Ukrainian army and Ukrainian diplomacy. But we realize that. But we do believe that the decisions taken in 1994, when the Budapest Memorandum was concluded, they should be respected because we sacrificed a lot to
like to see from the US and from the international community to try and deter more aggression. And Secretary Blinken, thank you. Given that Russia has invaded Ukraine, regardless of all the threats of harsh sanctions, the attempts at diplomacy, what makes you think that continuing down the same path is going to deter them any further? Do you think it's time to change tack? Do you think diplomacy has failed? And secondly, have you underestimated Putin?
First, there is no such thing as minor, middle, or major invasion. Invasion is an invasion. Second, as I said earlier, we do appreciate the sanctions which were announced today. They target Russia. They're very specific. They are painful. I can say frankly that yesterday when we learned about the first executive order to impose sanctions related to economic activities in the Donetsk and Lugansk, we were puzzled because we saw how the side that thought recognition from Russia is being punished, but we didn't see
I just heard thunder. And the dogs are here. Well, I don't feel like going inside. Hi, Owen. Hi, Olivia. What are you dogs doing? You dogs want to go inside? Are you afraid of thunder? Excuse me. Aw, poor Owen. You scared of thunder? Okay, now I have to go inside because I'm gonna get blasted by rain. There was only I couldn't even see any lightning strikes. But now the rain's getting heavier. It was forecasted like this. It was forecasted not to be as heavy as this. But It didn't say heavily, but I'm just gonna film from here. That's an airplane. Oh my god, I just heard a boom of thunder. It was kind of quiet though. But yes, I have been in the car filming this the whole time. As soon as I unpaused the video as I was going to see the dogs, I just heard thunder. But it was probably inaudible on video because it was quiet. By the way, I can easily tell the difference between an airplane and thunder. So I'll tell you if it's thunder, if it's an airplane. Looks like the winds are picking up. These trees, they sway a lot. Okay, I'm gonna quickly go inside so I don't miss any thunder. Well, the dogs are outside, so yeah, I don't want to stay here. I'm going on the porch. Alright, Saturn Dude is back out here. Why are we getting storms? In February? I think thunder has like a deeper sound. And it kind of rumbles. So it's gonna be something. I think that's an airplane. So yeah, that's an airplane. If you can hear it right now, that's an airplane. I think that was airplane and thunder. I don't know. Yeah, well, there's definitely not visible lightning, but there's very quiet thunder at some points. Okay, that might... You just heard right now. Not the airplane. That might have been thunder. I think that was probably thunder. This video has been continue recording. And by the way, in the car, all that rain was the car moving. It wasn't just thunder. That's not thunder. That's an airplane, alright? A lot of flights. What's clicking up? Bum, bum. Oh, it's the rain hitting that thing. See, the rain thing. It's like 60 degrees out here, by the way. Another airplane. All right. Guys, the airplanes may be louder than the thunder. But now I think it's just thunder showers, but earlier I think it was, or later, it's gonna be thunderstorms. So, starting to get some wind. What's that? Ooh. What the heck was that? Was that an owl? Sometimes I hear to imitate the exact sound. I don't know if that's an owl. It might be an owl. Why did I sound like I said owl? I tried to say owl. So it looks like there's just some stratus clouds over there, and then we just have more stormy clouds in this area. But yeah, the high tomorrow on maybe one of the most accurate forecasts. It's weather.gov. It said high near 70, but that usually that happens when you get a storm on that day, but not this time. Tomorrow's gonna be pretty sunny, I guess. And I can see this rain moving, or not the rain moving. These clouds moving. They're not that dark in this area, but those are moving fast, and these are even coming out quicker. And as you can see, it gets darker over there. So this is more of the, I guess this is where the storm is coming out of. I don't know. I could be wrong. But I mean, that's my best guess. Of course, I made the severe thunderstorm warning video on February 18th. But on February 18th, there wasn't really a thunderstorm. But still, it had a warning because of the rain, just like December 11th and the wind. Okay, now the rain's picking up. I think what you just heard was rain, or thunder and airplane. How many planes are flying today? The winds are picking up. Yeah, the winds are a little gusty. There was a slight possibility for thunderstorms. That's what it said on AccuWeather.com. So there was a 20% chance, but now it's more like a 40% chance. Or maybe a 30. I don't know. I'm not a meteorologist, but I guess I could be one. I'm not gonna be a meteorologist when I grow up. I'm gonna be a musician and a storm chaser. So I will look at some weather, and I actually, if this video gets, or I don't know. It's not about this video. If I get, so comment down below in this video, and yes, this video, that if you want me to give you all the facts about tornadoes, which I do know, if you want me to give you all the facts about them, then I'll do that when I have 70 subscribers. Actually, no. Well, yes, 70 subscribers, and there has to be at least 5 requests in the comments below for this video. Oh, there's a little wind gust. That's an airplane, alright? Alright. I mean, why exactly are we getting thunderstorms? Oh wow, it's darker over there now. Yeah, this may be where some of the storms are coming out of. So if I look over here, it's dark and looks stormy. And then as I go around here, it's pretty light, and it's not that light. There's nothing too crazy. When I come here, I see some darker clouds. Ignore that rain for a second. I thought that was someone walking, but no, I just remember it's the rain hitting that plastic green thing that comes out of the gutter. I actually think it's dripping from the gutter. But if you get really heavy rain, it's gonna overflow the gutter. Like, that definitely happened on September 1st. So yeah, if I'm looking this way, it looks like there is a little stormy, dark weather. But it looks kind of dark, but not like too stormy or anything. It looks kind of blue if I hold it this way, but when I hold it up, it looks more like it does in person, but it's a little bit brighter, I think. Now, if I go around this way, as you can see, it's still not as stormy that way. But when I am here, there's actually some sunlight, and the clouds are breaking. Yes, another airplane. It looks like there's some clouds coming in over there. Not exactly like storm clouds. I think those are just really puffy clouds. In this area, there's some dark clouds, just a little bit, like more closer to like above me. And yeah. And then if I go here, it looks pretty much like storm clouds. Because they're very foggy, I should say. They're very, very puffy. They're not very puffy, but they look like they're going to produce a storm. Clouds are actually moving pretty fast. By the way, here, let me see if I can get a better view. The rain's going to fall on my phone. It is kind of hard to tell. But yeah, they are moving decently fast. Not that fast, but kind of fast. But Is that the owl I was just talking about, or that sound? Yeah, well, there you go. Just turn your volume up to maximum, then you might be able to hear it. It just looks like a wedge tornado. Oh my gosh, there's a tornado warning. Just kidding. Of course, there won't be a tornado warning. There definitely will not be one. Looks like the rain just got a little heavier. And there are some dark clouds coming out of that area. Well, kind of like above us. Those are kind of like, it looks like they're moving away, but some of them are still coming out. And it looks like some of theirs are coming out of this area. So I'm going to go for a little bit. I will come back and make a part 2 if the storm gets more severe, or if it actually arrives, or whatever. Or if there's more thunder, no airplanes again. That is obviously an airplane. Whistling winds. Sounds like there was just a tiny bit of thunder at that point. Alright guys, I'm gonna go inside. You've heard the, hopefully heard the tiny booms of thunder. And seen enough rain and wind. But for now, I'm gonna go inside. And yes, I will come out here if there's more stuff to it, or if it gets more severe, or if it arrives, if there's more wind and rain and lightning and thunder. If there's anything, but there's probably not going to be any visible lightning at this time. There would be some if it was dark, if it was night, but for now I'm just going to go. I will come back, as you know. Alright, goodbye. Goodbye for now.